different?
Maple syrup.
We could.
Apparently, using like actual maple syrup for like coffee and stuff is solid sweetener.
It's pretty good.
Do you wanna go sit outside?
따끔한 기운에 고개를 들어 너와의 한 추억을 마주했고 급류에 휩쓸려 본질을 알지 못해 아무렇게 우릴 덮어 나지막한 목소리로 부끄러이 인사하며 간지러운 이별로 끝내 다시 만날 우리를 터질 듯 뛴 심장 소리 너와 눈이 마주쳐도 작은 힘이 쏟지으며 깜빡하고 입 맞추기
Final foot. Good camera work. Good camera work. Good camera work.
I'm just a boy who's been happily avoiding everyone. Get nothing done. And nobody else in this room makes any sense except for you. I don't know how you do it. I don't mind if we just stay here. Lay beside me for a while. Cause I have never met somebody who can take all of the pain away now. You're just a girl who's been hiding from the world. Looks like me at work after like a 5-hour shift. Cause you've been hurt too. But we'll be alright if you put your hand in mine and don't look back. You won't be alone anymore. I don't mind if we just stay here. Lay beside me for a while. Cause I
Box and set it to
have never
play.
met somebody who can take all
So we can split box and set it to play.
pain away like you do. And I just wanna stay right here with you.
And I'll say
Else just
If you want to say anything bad, we can listen to camera roll.
I can't shake
Alright,
this
come on, Fatty.
feeling it's
Perfect.
Cause I wanna dive right into you. Yeah, I wanna dive right into you. Dive right into you.
Good morning. It is Saturday, the 7th of September, and I have had a bit of a slow morning today. I got up pretty early and showered and washed my hair early on in the morning, so like I wouldn't feel so rushed to get ready for work because I work like 1. It is currently 11:08, so all I have to do is really just do my hair, my makeup, and all that jazz. But I did want to kind of talk to you guys about, like, more honestly, like, how life has been. Okay, well, my mic died. But To be honest, I just kind of feel a little bit stressed because like I am hitting that point in my adult life where like just like my bills rack up clearly as an adult. Like you start spending money on groceries. Like groceries are like $300 a month for both me and my boyfriend. And you would say like, why is it that expensive? I don't know. It's just really expensive right now these days to buy groceries. And I feel like for two people, that's genuinely a lot. And it's like, we don't even get that much. And it's just like, we do try to eat at home a lot. So I think that's why like groceries tend to rack up for us. I have been trying to like figure out like what it is I want to focus on and what it is I want to do, and like I don't know, it's like I've been like kind of stuck in this time hole where I've been lost inside my own head for a while, and I feel like I really need to break free of that and just like get back into reality a little bit. I just feel very like I don't know if you guys, if anyone, I can't explain this term correctly to someone that doesn't know it, but the term like depersonalization or derealification, or just like not feeling like rooted in reality in a way that like you're just dazed, kind of like out of it for a length of time. And it happens with people that like struggle with anxiety or stress or just any form of like mental illness. And I think I have opened up about my mental health before, but like I do struggle with like clinically diagnosed like mental health issues. I've done very well in the past few years of like detaching from the habits that make me go through this kind of thing, but then like I kind of got sucked back into it, and I haven't been very, it's like I left behind my good habits for so long that like I kind of got tossed back into a lot of the issues that I used to deal with, and now it's like it's slowly rolling, like steamrolling into this bigger and bigger issue. And it's like, it's not like I'm sad or like I'm going through this massive like episode or anything. It's just this kind of like, I feel so detached from my life and from what's going on around me, and it feels like I'm kind of using other means as an escape route, and all of my habits currently to cope are just escaping what's actually happening around me, so that like I'm not actually dealing with things and I'm not moving forward. I'm just kind of like stuck at this point because I'm not properly grasping. I don't know. So that's why it's been kind of hard for me to create, because like it, again, I just feel like I'm stuck in this time loop of doing the same things every day and just constantly wanting to get out of it, but like not really taking the action necessary to do that. And time just keeps passing me by, and there are so many things that I've needed to do for so long, but I just haven't, because I've just been like stuck in this massive executive dysfunction what's the term? I've known that I've had ADHD for a while, but I've never been properly medicated for it. So it's kind of hard for me to like want to get medicated, but I think a lot of the current issues I'm dealing with are all like ADHD related. Like the executive dysfunction, the depersonalization, the escapism, and like putting things off constantly, but also being in the mindset of going from thing to thing to keep me entertained. And it's like my cortisol levels must be fucked because I'm just trying to constantly keep myself entertained with like any hit of dopamine that's like instant. So it's like there's constantly content or media in front of me. My mind is like just constantly going, and it's not in a good way. So I want to kind of work on that in like the ways that I can, and just like really get to the root of the problem and do the things that I've been putting off for quite some time. It's just really hard to like admit these sorts of things because it's like I'm 25 now, and I feel like a lot of people that don't deal with these issues like don't really get it. They're just like, why don't you just do it? Like, and then it's like I do like to watch other people's content to get inspired for my own channel, but like then I just feel this sort of inadequacy because I can't do some of these things that I really want to do, and whether it's like financially or like mentally, it's just like, I don't know, I feel like I've just been stuck in this rut. That's the word I was looking for, this rut for like a while. And it's also just like on the other side of it, like life has been good, like I've been happy, like I think my relationships are really good, like I feel okay, but at the same time, like I know that I'm not okay, and maybe this feeling of me being okay is just me escaping the fact that like I haven't dealt with what I've needed to deal with. I've said numerous times, like there's so much that I went through in the last year that was just really hard and difficult, and like then as soon as the things all wrapped up and then like I just pushed those things away and like moved on, it was like I didn't give myself time to like process or properly like heal from the damage or like what it had done to me or like how it had changed me. Like I haven't gotten to know this new version of myself very well. It's like I feel like the damage that was done is like a lot worse than I'm realizing, just because like I'm not dealing with it. Yeah, that is really hard to talk about, but like I think it's important because I try to like pride myself on talking about mental health pretty often. So I feel like I try to be open about like what I'm going through and how I'm dealing with it, because it's important for me, for anyone that's watching me, for I don't know, like anyone in my life. I am an over communicator in the way that like I think it's important to be vulnerable. I think it's important to be honest. I think it's important to be open. And that is something I pride myself on, something I do practice regularly in my life. And I just think on social media we hide so much of ourselves in order to create this image that's not necessarily like true or honest, or like yeah, like catching up with a high school friend the other day. She was like, do you still do art? And I was just like, I mean, I don't. Like I kind of pivoted to like more literature and English and writing because I thought that was like a better way for me to be creative and something I was more passionate about. And like it's okay, I just like being creative in any way that I can, but like the reality is I really miss being the artist that I was when I was younger, and it breaks my heart to think that I'm not that kid anymore that just loved drawing, that loved painting, that loved exploring new mediums of art, that loved writing constantly, that could just be creative constantly without like it was just my passion. And for me, it's like it's so hard to do that when you're just wrapped up in like everything that I'm currently wrapped up in. So it's like, yes, creatively, like I did pivot a lot in the things that I'm passionate about, but am I happy about it? Not necessarily. Things like that. It's just like we try to create these images of ourselves where it's like, it's okay, like we're dealing with this stuff, blah blah blah. It's like casual to like go through these huge things in our lives, but like it's just not. And I think social media has created this whole generation of depersonalization, main character syndrome, this very eccentric point of view on life. It's just something I just don't want to be a part of. So that's why like I try to express myself a little bit more honestly, especially on here, because it's like if this is supposed to be the one place where I can be myself. So it's like if I can't be myself on here, then am I being myself in real life? You know what I mean? I need to wash my face. Also just other things like me saying like, oh, I love being a homebody these days. And like, yes, I do. But it's also just a case of like I'm scared of going out and spending money regularly. I'm scared of facing people, or just, it's all a symptom of just everything I've been going through, where it's just like I don't feel necessarily like ready to face the world in any sense right now. And that's just something I have to deal with as well. I'm just trying to learn how to be a real adult, man, and like really just make myself feel safe and secure, both within myself and then like within life in general. And I think that's what we're all trying to achieve over time. So yeah, I don't even know if this is like a good camera angle. I've just kind of been dealing, or just silently dealing with things in ways that I probably should not be dealing with things. So but the first step is always acknowledging the problem, and then the second step is just figuring out what the fuck to do. I constantly deal with like creative burnout, and that's why it's so hard for me to post consistently and consistently make videos. Like I made a whole video before this and I scrapped it because I was like, this is not good. It's not consistent. It wasn't like, it just wasn't the vibe, and it wasn't like I had anything to say with that video. And I think that's the biggest thing to me, is it's like, do I have something that I want to say or convey with this video? Is it just the same shit? And it's just like, that's why it's always been a problem for me to consistently upload. But I feel like I just need to get out of that and just upload for fun, because like sometimes I do, and I enjoy making those videos the most, and then I get in my head, and then yeah. And it's not just with YouTube, it's with like everything like creative. I just burn out like so quick, and I'll just like get all this motivation all of a sudden, and then just like I don't want to do it. And that's my biggest struggle, is just the discipline of just getting there. And then once I get there, it's like I'm fine and I enjoy doing this thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely something I might have to like deal with medication wise, because it is something I was medicated for before, like not ADHD, but like my anxiety and stuff, and like my moods, because I think mood swings are a huge part of it. Like if I don't feel in the mood to do something, I'm not gonna do it, and that's like my biggest problem. But yeah, I just need to show up. I just need to show up, and then I'll feel good about it. Like today, like I just need to show up on camera and talk, and I'll feel good. I feel so much better. Yeah,